Hey there, colleagues. It's Jim Maley here. Want to give you a little bit of a mayor's update. It's been a while, but want to give you an update about the budget, the municipal budget that we just introduced this past Monday night at our February meeting. Up here at the Public Safety Building in the training room. Just finished up some other business with a lot of stuff going on these days involving municipal court and a lot of other things. Of our involvement with the feds or non-involvement, trying to make sure that we're prepared and we're on board with it. But I wanted to talk really the budget. We introduced it Monday, and it's a little bit of a different twist of some of the things we've had to do. It's not the regular routine of the process we've been through. And the reason is really it's focused on this building, public safety building, not the building itself, but the police and the fire departments. For the last few years coming out of the pandemic and for some time after that, we're in what I keep referring to as the hangover from that period. And like a lot of industries and a lot of businesses, we have had great difficulty in retaining, attracting new officers, new firefighters. It has become a little bit of an internal war between municipalities. A lot of the more suburban towns, the richer towns, are offering a lot of money, and officers, firefighters are kind of getting their training in a Collingswood, same with Camden City, and then moving on to other positions. For police officers, the last several years have seen a lot of officers retire as soon as they're eligible for it. Because of a lot of things going on in the world, it has been an extremely difficult time to be a police officer. A lot of things have been changing. Not saying those things shouldn't change, but they've been changing in a way that makes it really a difficult job. When I first started doing this a long time ago, you would have lined up asking to be police officers. Today, it's very, very difficult attracting recruits to be police officers. We have literally in the last year, 2 years, it seems as though we swear in a new police officer at a monthly meeting and every month, and yet we're not gaining the number. We're holding steady where we were and constantly in a fight to replace and bring them in. So what we have had to do is we have restructured our collective bargaining agreements with the firefighters, with the police, with Public Works, because with our trash department now, we have greater demands to make sure we have all of the qualified personnel, have personnel on hand to be able to do those, not just, fix the water leaks when they happen, replace water lines, but pick up the trash every week, keep steady with that utility. So we have done a major restructuring of our collective bargaining agreements, major increases in our operating budget for those salaries. For 2025, collectively, it's going to add about $1 million to our budget. So that has set off a process internally where we have been working to make cuts in other areas. We have been chipping away at all kinds of different operations. We were going to bring a grants consultant in to take a shot at some other money. We're not going to do that. We're going to try to do it in-house. We've shaved some off our legal. We've held off on some of the uniform allowances. We have done, I'm saying, a good dozen different things. And the big major change we have done is borough-wide. We have switched our medical insurance, our health insurance provider, from the state health benefits plan to a shared service that has been in effect for some time. The numbers never really worked for us. But we're switching into the Camden County Joint Health Insurance Fund. We're already part of a shared health insurance, a shared liability insurance pool for workers' comp and liability insurance. But now we've switched over to the health insurance fund. That's going to provide a savings that substantially goes to help offset this roughly $1 million increase for 2025. And then as we're moving into 2026, we're estimating we're going to have another 100,000 on top of that, and the same for 27 and for 28. All of this to get us competitive to be keeping our services where they've been. So with the increases that we have on those O&E, that operations side, with the cuts that we have made, we have been able to put together a budget that for the average household will result in a $71 annual increase. We're really happy with that. Credits to Betty Jo, our CFO, to Cass Duffy, our administrator, and all of our department heads. Also, our bargaining units. This has been a very cooperative negotiation. Usually when you see numbers go up like that, somebody's making hard demands. This was a cooperative process for us all, understanding that for the good of the departments, for us to keep us at the levels of service we want to be, we need to make these changes in order to attract good candidates. So it's a $71 on the average property. The average property has risen from roughly $230, $240 to up to $440 as a result of the reval. So property valued at roughly $440,000 will have an increase this year of $71. It'll cover this major expenditure that's been offset by a lot of cuts that we've done. So, have any questions? Don't hesitate to contact me through the borough's website. You can email me anytime, jmailey@collingswood.com. Hope you're all getting set to enjoy a little rough weather, and it'll all be better because we'll be warm come Sunday night after the Super Bowl, okay? Go Birds. Thanks for all your support and your help. Talk to y'all.